I don't know if you've noticed this, but there are two kinds of Democrats or liberals that are coming out of this election. Kind of the classic liberal that are moving on from Kamala Harris and did not fall apart and go psycho, and the hardcore secular progressive like Joy Reid that are losing it. They're still trying to hold on to the hatred. Welcome to John Mike Keene. And I have two different liberals on right now, and that is Bill Maher and Joy Reid.
The chief psychiatric resident at Yale University, Amanda Calhoun, recently told Joy Reid it's okay to cut off family members if they voted for Trump and tell them, I'm not going to be around you this holiday. Oh, how pure. It's like not letting certain people sit with you on the bus.
I think this is a big difference, too, between how people see family. I just don't believe that you cut off family. That's a tie, that you're committed to someone. It's not that you agree with them. Often we don't agree with each other ever. But I always think of the guy who's like getting the death penalty and the last person standing in the courtroom with him is his mother. Not that she endorses what he did, but that she's there advocating for him, saying, please have mercy on my boy, or please, when everyone else is gone, when everyone else has left you, your family is still there. And that is the tie that Joy Reid is flippantly saying that you throw out over someone voting different than you.
People are rightfully alarmed. They have a reason to be alarmed. And if you would vote for that, people may not feel so confident that they're safe with you. This is not crazy. This is legitimate feelings of fear of you and a feeling that you might not be someone they could trust.
She's whispering with her crazy talk about how people rightfully shouldn't trust you if you supported Trump. Maybe someone feels unstable if they voted for Kamala Harris. However, that still doesn't mean that we divorce them from our lives, but they're just trying to punish you for being different. This goes back to their whole conformity issue on the left. They're still doing the "you're Hitler," and that there's nothing for anyone to fear about someone like Joy Reid, who's sitting in an office whispering. By the way, congratulations, you're doing a podcast instead of being on MSNBC, so people have a chance of seeing what you actually saying right here about Thanksgiving.
If this thing goes way south, autocracies go south real fast, and things get ugly, and people get asked to do things and turn people in and point people out and turn on them. And if you're voting affirmatively, gleefully for this, people may not feel so confident in you anymore. That's real, and you kind of have to live with it.
No, you don't have to live with it. You should still appeal to your kids and to your family members that try to write you off for how you always lean in and go, hey, come on over. We don't have to talk politics, but we still love each other. And I will always be here for you, no matter how bad your life gets. I will be here. If your kid voted for Kamala Harris and they're trying to separate from you, that kid got in an accident and you had to take care of them like in a hospital bed or a wheelchair for life, most parents would do that. Trump supporters would do that. So she's asking for something, I think, even bizarrely abnormal for Democrats. I don't think this is normal for Democrats. I think they're trying to still push radicalism. Now, here's Dylan Byers on Twitter with part of why Joy Reid her career is going to be over any day now. The audience exodus from CNN and especially MSNBC since the election is staggering. CNN and MSNBC have seen totals decline by 27% and 38% respectively in the 25 to 54 demos. CNN has averaged 70,000 audience member, while MSNBC has an average number of 53,000. I have videos. John Mike Keene has videos that have bigger audience than MSNBC. So Joy Reid isn't showing any humility. She's doubling down on someone at NBC, please fire me.
She also said that it shouldn't be automatic that family members think they're entitled to your time. She said that's just a societal norm. Family. Who do they think they are? Family?
Yeah, that's the definition of family. It's not that when you have a son, a daughter, or a father, It doesn't mean you selected them as your best friend. You didn't pick them out of a group. You didn't run a trial on these people. In fact, often we wouldn't pick many of our family members. Yes, you do pick your spouse. You do not pick your children or your parents. That's the definition of family.
I mean, think about that. A mental health professional advising people to isolate during the holidays. And don't forget to drink too much and put on weight.
This is why men don't want to go to counseling. Am I right, guys? We do not go to these mental health professionals in their weirdo, soft science, bizarre. There are lunatics out there. They can literally believe and teach anything and still be a counselor or a therapist of some kind.
So if you think that you can vote for what people see as their destruction and then demand that they still are cool with you and kiki with you and have Thanksgiving with you, like, I think you're kind of missing the point of what people are upset about. They're afraid.
And why indulge people's fears? Why even indulge what people are upset about? Why pump it up and put it on steroids? That's pure politics, and that is manipulation of people. I think there are very, very extreme people, and they may be in your families, and they're now being conditioned that you don't go home to your Trumpy parents and your Trumpy siblings and your Trumpy kids. You reject them. This is just more cultural training. It won't last, by the way.
And autocracy and fascism are things that are legitimate to be afraid of. So you may want to step back.
I'm not afraid of your autocracy or your fascism, and you're far more fascistic and autocratic than anyone I've ever met in the Trump camp.
And this Thanksgiving, before the big meal, remember to take turns saying what you're hateful about.
That defies, in fact, Thanksgiving's about going home and often spending a meal with people who are completely different than you, but you love them because they're family or friends.
You know who I really wouldn't want to have Thanksgiving dinner with? This overly educated, i.e. extremely stupid, ivory tower academic. But I would, because if we ever want this nation to heal, this is what we have to do. Force ourselves to reach out and find out why someone feels the way they do and make the choices they make without prejudging them a monster.
And that is, Bill Maher has more joy than Joyless Reed. Even he would sit down and talk to that overeducated egghead, hateful egghead. And that is our message for Thanksgiving, is we will sit with and have a good time with Kamala Harris voters. They reject us, and we accept and love and try to bring them into the family. I'm John Mike Keene.